Hurricane Matthew also impacted power lines in Grand Bahama, plunging the island into darkness. Power supply executives say crews are working around the clock to restore electricity to the island. Italia Hall reports.
Grand Bahama has been without electricity for almost 24 hours. Dangerous Hurricane Matthew bringing down power lines and forcing an interruption in service. President of the Grand Bahama Power Company, Sarah McDonald, says all of the crews were working around the clock to ensure that the system stayed up as long as possible.
Since then, as soon as winds died, before then, we were preparing work packages and especially at the plant, preparing a plan of action in terms of what we could do to come out and assess the damage. At first light, we were able to get out and actually see how much damage we have. We have a number of specialists here to assist with that, and our full complement of staff is out. They came in early, took their packages, and started assessing the damages.
Following their assessment, McDonald says they have determined that the system incurred extensive damage.
We have significant damage to our transmission line, significant damage to our distribution. Our substations, we're pleased to say, are intact. Our buildings, both the depot here on Cedar Street and our plant, suffered extensive damages. We had our radio tower fell off. Maybe you get a picture of that later. It made a horrific noise at the time, which caused a lot of flooding in our building. In addition, we have a 69 kV pole down through the roof of our new power plant.
She adds that the company has the full support of their sister affiliate in the United States.
We have staff and trucks and equipment standing by from Tampa Electric who can roll as soon as it is safe to do so from Port Everglades and over to our port. We've had a lot of support from the Minister of Grand Bahama, from the Grand Bahama Port Authority, and even Customs because NEMA recognizes this is some disaster.
But in the interim, she's urging all residents to stay away from power lines.
If you see a down power line, don't try to remove it. Call our number, call our hotline, let them know. We'll do our best to send crews to move things and know that it's done safely. Do not touch the power lines. Because as we go, if we are able to start energizing, you might think the island is dark, but in fact we might be testing a line, and we don't want people to take any chances.
And if there's an issue, you should call their hotline at 352-8411 or follow them on Facebook or Twitter only. The president says the company is working on getting sufficient equipment on the island as soon as possible and will have a better estimate as to when persons will receive power by tomorrow. Italia Hall, ZNS Network News.